Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan. That's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Tonight, hard to believe, our final Thursday night game of the year, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Chicago Bears. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Throwing to start the drive. Carroll. Got a man. That's Leggett. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. They give it off here to the tight end. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. The Bears had a woeful 3-12 on the year. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Second and 10. Back to throw. Carroll. And his throw is incomplete. You look at this Carolina defense. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Carroll. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Ready. Looking to put a drive together.
Set, punt. Ready.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Green Jack, blue 32. Cut.
They'll run. Here's the rookie from Michigan. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him. Otherwise, you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 50, green. Hut.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Right. Down. Hut.
They'll try to throw now. Young. To the left side, he's got McMillan. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Ready. Set.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. You look at this Bears defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
Opposite. Quick. Here we go. Set.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Come on. Set. Hut.
Here is Young. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here we go. Ready.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Set. Ready.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the Panthers are going to have it 1st and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? five or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Hey, full fury. Black 40.
He'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Point after here coming up. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Bears take over.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Carroll. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Carroll. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Six-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's getting this tip. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
60 red.
Young will set to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. 6-0 our score after 1.
Second and 6.
Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Ready, break. Down. Ready, go.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for first. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Red, yellow. Set, ready. Blue, 32, set.
To throw, Young. That is caught. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Set, hut, set.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. And I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
Steal. Here we go. Here we go. Black. Set.
Young now. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this will stay a one-score game as the lead will hold at 6.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
But sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Operating from the gun, Carroll. He's got the Michigan man, Colston Loveland. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know they're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
19 tight.
Here's a 2nd and 7. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21. 12 yards there as they move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Bronco switch. Bronco leading.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Colston Loveland with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from taking the lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot. Because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
Oh, come on, set. What set?
Off the play fake, Young. Checks this down to Hubbard. And he spins through. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roll and picked up big yardage.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36.
Let's go now. Ready.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 76 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go. Ready?
Right back to him on first down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Ultra. Go ultra. Set. Cut, cut.
They go play action. Young. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. From 19 yards away. And the Panthers have regained the lead.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Extra point up and through. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run them and send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now.
Nike 18.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Yellow, 22.
Young. That's over the middle to his tight end, Sanders. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Okay, ready? Commit, red. Here we go. Ready.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Boy, that was pretty. Sidestepping defenders on his way to a pickup of 9 yards.
Go, 38. Ready?
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now stands at 13. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. The final shot before break. Carroll. Pass complete to Loveland. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run with Mims. Down the right sideline. He may go. Touchdown, Carolina. Marvin Mims, 67 yards. And the Panthers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Ready?
Bryce and that Panthers offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2.
Ready?
The Panthers will line up for the 2-point.
The Young's going to throw for this. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball's going to come out to the 40. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 40. Up the middle, it's Williams. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Steady.
Looking to throw. Carroll. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Hiking 18.
They're going to try and throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
31-yard line.
Nice go. 70 Timber.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This one swung out to Williams. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up second down.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Get to a victory game.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line.
A gain of 15 yards.
15 yards there on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
15-yard line.
Here we go, set. Cowboy 80.
Back to throw again. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
At the 21-yard line.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Shut up. Trap 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Shut up.
Back to throw. Carroll. That is caught at the 7. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. But he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, two's not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down. Operating from the gun, Carroll. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Bears are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Set. Ready, ready.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
Okay.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 97 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
2nd down and 3.
52-20. Here we go.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Red, cycle. 33, yellow, ready.
Young. And this is going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Ready.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Set, ready. Ready.
Looking to throw, Young. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
There's a short one caught by Loveland. So no gain on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Let's go. Hey. 70 Lion. 19 tight. 19 tight.
From the gun on 3rd down. Carroll. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 4th down.
Come on. Set. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Go.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Let's go. Ready.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. 2nd and 6.
Head to 60. Head to 60.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do that.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Ready.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Let's go. Second.
On the handoff, running left is Hubbard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Brian Brzee, the man to bring him down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Looking left side, he's got it complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Ready.
Now Young. He'll air this one out from Mims. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Carolina. Marvin Mims with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Bears take over 1st and 10. The Bears take over 1st and 10. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Okay, ready?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still winning, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Carroll. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Come on. Set. 70.
They'll look to throw again. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. The Bears on third down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Looking to throw. Carroll. Got a man. That's Leggett. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39.
That's good for the Bears. First down.
Off play action. Carroll. That's downfield. He's got Loveland. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
60, go.
Operating from the gun, Carroll. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. I mean, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Ready, ready, set.
Young to throw it. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first.
Here we go.
This is 3rd down.
Red, 38.
Throwing, Young. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. Yeah, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Set, hut. Ready, ready.
Young to throw it. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
45. Hut.
Now here's Young. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. And his kick here is good. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just haven't been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They'll look to throw here on first down. There's a short one caught by Loveland. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Williams loses the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Operating from the gun, Carroll. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Xavier Legette from 3 yards out. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Ready, ready.
On the ground, here's Mims. Past the 20. 5. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Marvin Mims with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Panthers are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. Carroll. There's a short one caught by Loveland. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Off the play fake. Carroll. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
Ready?
A run. It's Mims with it. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be